Welcome to the Karma Codes page. If you are brand new here, my name is Jeanette O'Neill Burns. So many people talking about the supermoon, the eclipse. We are in eclipse season, and we hear so much about astrology. So I, for one, am not going to claim to be an astrologer whatsoever. I know minimal. However, I know how it coincides with karma. So today I want to talk about that. Here's the question. Is your life really written in the stars? Or can you take control of it and chart your own path? That's kind of always the question. It might sound like a little out there, but here's the thing is that today we're going to dive into how astrology and how karma, they're deeply connected, and how this cosmic blueprint, it can help you understand not only your life's direction, but its path and how we come to be, and why this plays a huge part. We know that karma is the sum of all of our past actions, thoughts, our intentions, shaping the course of our lives. But how do we connect that with astrology? Obviously, the karma is more as well. It's not just about the past, but there is a lot in there, right? Well, here's the thing. Astrology, it represents this energetic blueprint that you were born into. And so the positions of the planets, the positions of the stars, the moon, the day of your birth, they are all these patterns, these celestial patterns, and they're not random, right? Everybody's pattern, as above, so below, is different, and it's your own specific blueprint. They reveal the karmic lessons that you've brought into this life, right? From the past experiences that you've had in previous lives. And what they do is they guide you toward working on them in this lifetime. So this is how, another way that we clear this past karma that we're brought into. Astrology, it doesn't control your karma. So that's something that we really want to put out there. It doesn't control it. Astrology does not control your karma. But what it does is it reveals it. When you're born, those celestial positions in the sky, they show you what karma, what karma that you've brought into this lifetime. And like these little breadcrumbs leading you to the lessons that you need to learn, challenges that you might face, all of that. So your natal chart, who knows about your natal chart? Who's ever put in their natal chart and looked to see if there was a connection romantically with somebody, right? I do this all the time. Your natal chart, it's also called your birth chart. So some of you may be familiar with this. So what this is like a snapshot of the sky at the moment that you're born. So every planet has a role in reflecting your karma in this lifetime. So for example, Saturn is often referred to as the Lord of Karma. Why is that? Well, whenever Saturn sits in your chart, it shows where your biggest karmic lessons or challenges, where do they lie? And it's a part of your life that you'll need to put the work into. You'll need to find ease. You'll need to find healing. You'll need to find reflection in. That's your natal chart. That's your birth chart. That's a little bit about Saturn. Now, the north and south nodes in your chart, those are also powerful indicators of karma. So the south node reflects your past life tendencies, right? Your shadows, the karma that you're carrying into this life. Meanwhile, the north node, it shows you where your soul is headed, the path that you are directing towards, the path that you want to lead. Because remember, your soul came here to experience. It already had a plan, right? We are just using this vessel, this human vessel, as a vehicle to play this out, right? With the north node, and it's showing where your path is headed, this is also what we call your karmic destiny, the lessons that you're meant to learn now in this lifetime. So pay attention to your north and your south node. Here's the exciting part. This is the part that I love. So just as spiritual practices, they can accelerate your karma, which we've talked about before. Astrology can help you fast track your personal growth in this lifetime. So what do I mean by that? By understanding the energies in your chart, you can become more aware now of just your karmic tendencies, right? You can become more aware what might come into this lifetime. And you can consciously choose whether to work with these energies, break the cycle, break the negative cycle, break the karmic cycles, and create life more aligned with your purpose, or you can choose not. This is where that free will comes in. We often wonder about free will. Well, where does this play in our life? Well, this is where it does. You have a choice whether or not you want to learn from them or not. You can be ignorant to them or choose them, right? But all astrology is telling you is it's giving you these little segues, these little hints, right? If you want to fast track your personal growth, right, then you choose to work with your karma. And when you understand these energies in your chart and you understand and become more aware of your karmic tendencies, well, that's when you really align with your true purpose. That's really when you align and feel that flow, that path revealing itself. So here's the thing with astrology, the stars, they're not going to dictate your life by any means. Again, free will, right? But they do offer powerful insights. If they offer powerful insights, why not look into them, right? They offer these insights into your karmic tendencies and the patterns that you need to break. So think of it like this. 1,000 years ago, if you were sailing on a boat, on a ship, and the winds are blowing you, you're all over the place, they're blowing east. You were going east, whether you liked it or not, the wind was taking you there, right? Even if you wanted to go west, the wind decided to blow east. The wind was deciding your destiny. The wind was choosing to take you east. Now, with modern technology, obviously we can change this up a bit. We can have ships that go wherever we want them to go. But regardless, of which way the wind blows, but the ship itself propels itself into the direction that we choose. When we look at this, it's the same thing, okay? If you're being pushed around by your accumulated karma, so that karma that you brought into this lifetime, your habits, your tendencies, then you're at the mercy. You're at the mercy of your karma. Your horoscope, astrology, whatever you want to call it. It's like you're still in that wooden boat, right? With no control whatsoever of where you end up. If you're being self-propelled, if you're on a spiritual path and you take control of it, you take control of your life, you're not only just being blown around in the winds of karma anymore, you get to steer your own ship. You get to steer your own ship no matter what astrology says. Being on a spiritual journey means that you're committed, right? You're committed to this journey. You're committed to writing your own destiny. Think of it like this. When you're planning a vacation to another country, what do? Well, you check the weather, right? You want to know if it's going to rain. You want to know if the winds are going to blow. You want to know if you need to bring your bathing suit. You want to know if you need to bring, a winter jacket. Where are you going? It's just information to help you better prepare. Astrology works the same way. It's absolutely something that helps you. It's a tool to help you understand the conditions of your life, of your path, the good, bad, the ugly, all of it. It's not just the negative or how we label the negative. It's based on your past karma tendencies and what might be influencing you as well. Regardless of this, you have the power to choose. You have the power to choose, right? You have the power to shape your destiny by becoming aware of these patterns. So I want you to think about this the next time that you look at your horoscope and read your astrology chart, your natal chart, your birth chart. Look at your north node, look at your south node. Remember, it's not about locking you into a certain destiny. It's a way to understand the winds. It's a way to understand the weather. It's a way to understand and navigate the weather of your life. Being on a spiritual path means that you're committed. You're committed to now. You are committed to you. And you're not You're not being wind blown away, right? You are self-propelled. You get to decide your direction. So remember that. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for joining.